Hi, I'm Shirin.
I'm Kyan.
I'm Taraneh.
And we are Unmarried Persian Girls.
Lay la lay la lay. Lay la lay la lay. La 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 lay la lay.
Hi, I'm Kyan, like I mentioned earlier, 33, born and raised in the West, but very much Persian and unmarried.
Hi, I'm Taraneh. I'm 22 years old, and I'm unmarried from Iran. Been in Canada for 5 years, but no accent.
Beautiful. And I am Shirin. I'm 32, live in the UK, at your service. Yes. Welcome to Unmarried Persian Girls. This show, as the name suggests, is about unmarried Persian girls. We are going to talk about subjects that usually are put aside. People don't want to talk about it. Persians try to avoid it, but talk about it in their closed gatherings with their friends and bitch about each other. But we want to talk about them because they're taboos, and we have to grow and put all the problems behind us.
Let's do this.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by Shaft over here.
There's so much light and my eyes are sensitive today.
Speaking of Shaft, are you ready to hear today's
Shaft?
episode? You know, Shaft? I guess it's
Shaft
a cultural
is like
thing.
A penis?
He was like, no, you see what I mean? Cultural differences. Shaft was a movie. He was like, he wore sunglasses and he was basically
shades.
Anyway, moving on. We'll get to that in another episode. The cultural differences. So, guys, you want to hear today's episode?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
It's
please.
interesting. Should we dress up? Listen, it's no secret that in the Persian culture, no matter what occasion, everybody goes overboard. Hair done, makeup done, ball gown, picnic, barbecue, you name it. We always dress up.
Just like you did today.
Exactly. You can
Yes,
you can see where
exactly.
I stand. I'm wearing a bow tie, for God's sakes. So
I know.
I stand
You're a great
allegiance with my
representative.
Persians.
By the way, sorry, this is an opinion show. You don't have to agree with us. Do let us know about your opinion in the comments, though, but no hard feelings.
Yeah. We can't stress that enough. I mean, listen, we did say this is an opinion show, and we're talking about our experiences.
Yeah.
And listen, we love our culture, but it's not always so rosy.
And
There are
sorry.
some ugly parts of our culture that we will discuss, and you know,
But
nothing personal.
We're talking about, I'm talking about my opinion, and we see your comments.
Yeah.
A lot of people are so against what I think,
Yeah.
which is none of your business. It's what I think.
Exactly.
But
It's your life.
that's-
It's our,
we do read your comments. We each are gonna read a comment for you at the end.
We've loved the feedback so far. So thank you so much for leaving your comments, even if it is against what we think, because this is all the this is the beauty about it. That
Yeah.
we talk about it and not bitch about it behind
Thank
each
you.
other's back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't stop sending us letters, comments, share it with your friends, subscribe, like, and everything. Please get involved. Now let's get to the chase.
Let's cut the shit. Let's get into it.
Yeah, man.
So, okay, like I mentioned, you've all experienced this. You get invited to a mehmuni, no matter what it is, a barbecue, a picnic. You can almost be certain that everybody's going to dress up. Like, even when you think you should dress casually, oh, it's just a barbecue. Nope, you better dress up when you go to a Persian barbecue. So, I mean, I'll speak for myself. I was raised to always, as soon as I step out of the house, you're making an impression to society. And first impressions are everything. So, that's what you're introducing the world to. So here I am, me and my bow tie.
Yeah, it's very important, yeah.
Yeah, even since childhood, I grew up with a lot of white girls, and I remember at one point I even tried to fit in. So I wore sweatpants and jeans and stuff, but it was so unnatural to me. So for as long as I can remember, they always, kids would always make fun, oh, Kyan's going to a wedding later. She's just always dressed up. So
You signed up for beauty pageant and Miss Universe, didn't you?
That's a big dark secret in my past. You have to bring that up.
And
Shirin.
every time you come in, I'm like, so where are you going after?
Well, not necessarily anywhere, but that's just how I am. I think I feel better when I dress up. That's just, and I can understand. I respect the fact that Persians put in effort and look good when they leave the house. So.
And about the first impression, I was listening to this podcast, The Art of influence, I think.
Okay.
And
Oh.
yeah, that's why I'm so influential.
I know, right?
So this guy said that first impression in your appearance in looking proper is actually going to, because your outside is the first thing people see before you even start talking.
Exactly.
So it actually makes people trust you more.
I mean, yes, that's true.
Unconsciously. Unconsciously.
Nobody said not looking proper and made up is bad, but we are talking about overdoing it. But like, why do you have to go to a barbecue wearing a dress and putting your hair up or curling your hair, or like men putting these buttoned up shirts and these tight shorts that I don't know why they're so tight. I was always like, not always, I don't want to exaggerate, but from my personal experience is that I usually was the one that was underdressed, like where hangouts, like casual hangouts, friendship, mehmunis, gatherings, as you said, barbecues and stuff like that. I would go like with t-shirts and just a pair of shorts and maybe sometimes even flip-flops if it was outside Iran. But then people would be like, then I would go and see you, Kyan, be like, oh my god, I'm so underdressed, or like, what is it? Is it arusi? Is it a wedding or something?
May
What's
I say
going
something?
on?
I feel like so someone's having a barbecue, that person's spending a lot of time and effort going out, shopping, cleaning the house, setting the table for you. So I believe that it's a sign of respect to the host that they're spending a lot of time for you to have a good time. You can spend a little bit time or a lot of time to look proper, and I feel like that's a sign of respect to the host, that I do care about what you're doing for me. So I think this is a sign of respect.
I think everybody should dress comfortably and dress like what is connected to their personality. I mean, I don't judge someone for dressing casually. Like if I go to a barbecue and, for example, Shirin's dressed casually and I want to dress how I want to dress, I don't think that's a problem. So I just think everybody should feel free to dress how they like to. So
this is a very interesting point that you made.
Oh,
so I have two things to like, as always. I want to ask you a question. So there are two things here. On one hand, maybe that's because you've grown up in West, like not really as a Persian, but by Persian parents. So you have been in non-Iranian. Sorry, my headphones are falling. So because of my
all that
giant
hair.
hairdo.
Like,
yeah. For once, I wanted to become like you, Kyan.
What do you mean? I never do my hair like that.
No, I'm joking. So what I wanted to say is that on one hand, maybe that's because you've learned not to judge people by their simple look. But on the other hand, I cannot really believe you, because then you would be like, oh, Shirin is not puldar, Shirin is not rich, oh, Shirin is not wearing Louis Vuitton or Gucci.
No, I mean, listen, I said it. I grew up with a lot of white kids, and going to high school, trust me, kids would wear goddamn pajama pants to school, like pajama pants, sweatpants. And I like, okay, you do you. I dressed how I usually dress. I put in effort, and that's just, I feel better. I feel like I'm ready to take on the day when I'm dressed up.
That's so true, because when I moved to Canada, going out in Iran, you can't just go out. You have to get ready and then go out, okay? But then my best friend was Russian, so she was always, she's gonna hate me. She was the one that actually taught me I can go outside of the house with sweatpants and flip-flops.
It's Canada, sweetheart. You can do whatever you want.
She did not give a shit. She had this root sweatpants that had a hole in them.
Oh, God.
And she would wear them not everywhere, but like when we're just going out and nobody cares, like she I love you.
Yeah,
but
it is
she
like
was the
that,
one.
but that's good.
Yeah.
The thing is that there's a difference between where you go and how you will have to dress for that thing. For example, I tell you a very interesting observation of mine. So, I used to work in television. You know how, like, I was a presenter on this game show that we need to have audience for our show, but nobody would see our audience. They have to literally come and sit there for 4 hours in the dark on plastic chairs to watch the show. But they would come as they were going to a fucking wedding.
They're on television, of course. They want to look their
No,
best.
they didn't show them. They were just behind the scene.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They just wanted to hand their
So it
claps.
is a thing. It's like, or oh my God, the other week I was at my friend's house, and the husband of my friend is English. She is Iranian, he is English. And I did say that this is a topic that we want to do at some point, and he was so funny. He said, yeah, we went to cinema on premiere of an Iranian movie that was being played from a laptop on the screen. So it was a very small premiere.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And all people, Iranians, were claiming like coat shalwar, like suits and bow tie, and women like all made. It is interesting because when I went to, like, if you go on a TV show, like I went on Graham Norton's show as an audience.
Oh, cool! I love that show.
I loved it. I was
Such
on
a
that
good
show,
show.
by the way, in
Nice.
parentheses. But
I had
will
no
tell you
idea,
later.
but go on.
Yeah. But yeah, you would go as you go to, I don't know, do your grocery shopping or something. Like, nobody cares about that. Like, this, I'm not saying it's a problem, guys. We get a lot of
But it's a
comments
thing.
as we have. But it's
Yeah.
a thing. We
It's
are
a fact.
extremists, maybe.
Listen, I mean, you kind of touched on it, like how it is in Canada. It sort of pisses me off how casual the culture is here in Canada. Like, for example, I love going to the opera. To me, going to the opera is a whole ordeal. It's an event. It's a beautiful venue. People drink champagne. It's it's an old art form, and the opera house here in Toronto, it makes me so sad. Like, I put effort, and I expect everybody else. You're coming to the opera. People wear jeans. They wear jeans, sweaters. Like, I'm like, come on,
What is wrong
people.
with jeans? Jeans are okay.
To the opera, I don't like. I feel like in Europe, like the European opera houses, there's a dress code. There should be a dress code here.
There should be.
So,
on opera, there is a dress code. Even here, like, people go to opera.
Right.
It's at least like smart casual,
right. I mean, so here in Canada, there is no
Canada
dress
is-
code. Like, for the opera house, come on, man. That one
Really?
place that I expect people to dress up. Listen, you can wear jeans. You can dress comfortably anywhere else. Go to a restaurant, dress however you want. But the opera house,
Everything's so minimal in Canada.
Yeah,
in
so
terms of
I
clothes.
appreciate the fact that Persians, like, as soon as they leave the door, they once look good and they smell
Smell
good.
good.
So that to me is a huge plus in our culture. I don't mind it. I'm all for it. You guys,
Do
you
they always
people that dress
smell
up, you
good?
Persians keep doing what you're doing.
Sometimes they just go really over, like they just do it way too much. But as long as, I mean, that's how they want to do it. I still think that we should respect, people can dress however they want.
Right. Whatever makes you feel better and makes you
And
confident.
that's one good thing about Canada. They don't judge you.
well,
They
yeah.
look at you though.
Yeah, I mean, like, it just
But
that
I think maybe it is a regional thing, isn't
But
it?
like I was just thinking, okay, so this is a topic we're talking about Persians doing too much, but I don't think it's a Persian thing. It's a Middle Eastern thing because for God's sake, if you watch Turkish shows, oh my God, like I cry because they have the most beautiful clothes and interior design, and you can't even find in Canada. Or look at like Arabic shows. They go all the way, like they are too much. Or like Moroccan traditional clothes, or like Arabic clothes, all these coins everywhere and like all these colorful stuff. I don't think it's only Persians.
That's true.
That is a Middle Eastern thing, and that might be because we are rich in culture.
you can call that.
That's a good point. It is a regional thing. It is a Middle Eastern, or it is like Easterner or something. But again, I'm going to try to challenge that. Why do we have to copy the Turkish movies or media or
Who
what
copies
we see?
that?
That's no. I'm saying like. seriously, I did my researches, and this is a literal thing that I got from a friend of mine in Iran right now. She was like, I go to mehmuni, a normal small party, house party, and girls come there like looking like Turkish superstars on television. Then it's like they don't know, oh dude, like it's just a fucking 5 people at a party.
But see, that's their pop culture reference. I feel like, okay, for example, here, like, you know, teenagers watch, I don't know, the latest music video, latest singer. However, that person dresses becomes the norm. So I would assume in Iran it's the same. Whatever they watch on TV is their point of reference of, you know, how one aspires to dress like. So,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, did you?
Can I just pop in
Please,
and
go right
tell you
ahead.
about a memory I have? So when I came to Canada, I quickly fit in, okay? And then you know those Adidas sweatpants with three stripes,
Yeah.
or strips?
That's Adidas.
That's what I said.
That's just the brand, yeah.
No, I mean like the black ones with the white strips.
Got
Yeah,
it.
that's Adidas.
Yes, the
Okay,
pants.
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
with the stripes.
Shirin, I'm talking about Canadian people. Stop.
I know you wear tracksuit everywhere. You're one of those
And
ones.
like those are pretty trendy and for teenagers.
Yeah.
And I bought them for fucking $100 plus tax.
Okay.
So expensive. And then I with these white Adidas shoes, so pretty. Like superstars? No. All-star? No. I don't
Sure,
remember.
whatever. White shoes.
And then I went to Iran and I wore my new clothes. And oh my God, they look so ugly in Iran. Like people look at you like, what the fuck? You're coming out with Adidas Sadat? That's like bad.
it's like being casual is not like seen.
I would wear these here and I looked pretty trendy and
Right,
fashionable,
right,
but in
right.
Iran,
it's just not the style.
I wear this. I wore those at hanging out with my friends, and I got invited to a party, and I wore those because hell yeah, I have.
Anything goes
and
here.
then
I
the
told
other
you.
girls that showed up, oh my God, like they wear. You call me palang? You should have seen those girls. Like palang.
Who called you palang?
You,
Pretty
Missy.
sure that was you, Shirin. I would never use such an offensive term.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen,
It's not offensive.
it's no secret that Persians want the best of everything. The
Absolutely.
best car, the best women, the best men, the best, every house. So clothes is no exception. They want the best clothes. They want the brand names. They want to look spiff and span. In my opinion, they tend to go a little bit overboard. Like, for example, like forget social media. Persian mehmunis add a different level of like pressure on people to just overspend and always look good. It's like a competition to show up at these mehmunis. Who has the latest shoes? Who has the latest purse? That to me is going overboard. Like I know a few people that have gone broke.
And they actually care about
trying
that.
to impress people that they don't even like. They're just trying to like show off.
Why,
I
it's your
guess.
fault. It's your
My
fault.
fault. What have I done?
People actually care about that. Makes me really upset
Guys,
because they would get together and say, "Oh my God, like she doesn't even own any brands." Like, how would you say that?
See, that's my problem. Like, I think dress however you want, be confident. But when it comes to the point of judging other people for what they're wearing, that's a problem to me. Like when you show up to Mehmuni and everybody's looking at what brands you're wearing, that's a problem.
That's why when you are going to a Persian mehmuni, if you're going to buy brands, sometimes only in the back here says it's Balenciaga, but you gotta buy the one that says Balenciaga.
Yeah, you gotta wear it everywhere
so that they know.
So the thing is, the problem is that I think, first of all, it is your fault and your fault.
Me?
And
Wait,
your fault.
to be clear, you mean my fault?
Because both of you are fault. Because people like you, I'm not gonna say girls like you because
People
I don't
like me.
want to
What does
just
she
limit
mean?
this to women. You guys are
no,
the
let's go.
ones. Kyan, you are the one who overdresses and shows off with their fancy diamond and shit everywhere, and you, Taraneh, with your Adidas everywhere, and me here not wearing any brand. Look, this is it's a normal t-shirt. I made it done.
I love it.
I had it done.
You
I
do
do love it because I'm cool, but back then I didn't have the confidence that I have here, and I would go to mehmuni and gatherings with people like you who look at me. Hey,
I wear Adidas at parties.
By the way, I stopped going to those mehmunis for that reason. I don't know what point you're trying to make, but my point is I'm okay. Like, actually, you look. It suits you. That's your style, and this is my style.
I'm awesome.
You're pretty awesome. Yeah, I have no problem with that. I just like I don't put pressure on anybody else to dress
and
up
me and
the way
Kyan
I
are actually saying that it's good to dress up nicely, but it doesn't have to be all expensive and brands.
Yeah, and it's not. By the way, I don't even. This isn't a brand.
And
like,
it's Cheshma Ham Cheshmi.
What does that mean?
It's Cheshma Ham Cheshmi. Thank you
Guys,
so much for
somebody help me
pointing
out.
that out.
The person that barely speaks Persian, please.
Okay, what is Cheshma Ham Cheshmi? بفرمایید.
Cheshma Ham Cheshmi. It's my concept, and I want to talk about it. So,
Did you trademark it?
It's her concept because she can't keep up with the Cheshma Ham Cheshmi.
I don't even know what it means, but
exactly,
please
I
tell
can't
me,
keep up
enlighten
with
me.
it. So basically, Cheshma Ham Cheshmi means like waiting, just like observing what others are doing, and
Topping
you have
everybody
to do
else.
topping it up, so you are not behind. So you are always as you said, Kyan, the best. What is the best? Persians wants the best, or what? It's something like that. And this is the problem. I'm telling you, because they put that Balenciaga that I never heard this name before. By the way,
Oh my
Taraneh.
God, where do you live?
Yeah. In London,
Outside of the city?
In the
By
heart
the way,
of
I hate that shit. I hate, like, if you buy things just to show that you're wearing that brand, like, I don't like that. I'm all for dressing nicely, but like that to me is bikilos.
But I feel
it's
like
classless to try to like put
but
brands
it's
out there.
tacky.
It's tacky. Yeah, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
Okay.
Do you guys know what's my sunglasses, by the way?
Ray-Ban?
there you go.
What are they?
Cartier.
Oh my goodness. How dare I, Shirin? I did not know her sunglasses. Anyway,
You
go
know where
back to
I
you.
bought my sunglasses from?
Dollar store?
From side of the street.
From where? Sorry, I missed it.
Side of the street.
That's cool. Listen,
Not even a store.
I respect both of your styles, to each their own.
Listen.
Go on.
Now,
Yes.
my argument here is
Your
that
counter argument
I don't-
and go.
No, I don't think Persians dress up, to going to places to show that they respect the host. I don't think they do it to say that, this is our culture. No, I think it's Cheshma Ham Cheshmi is to show off, make others feel bad, and say that we can, even if it is fake. And I think it comes from lack of education. I'm not saying everyone is like that. Please stop, like,
She's calling us
bombarding us with your
uneducated.
hate. Yeah, you.
No, she's not. She knows I'm gonna go for her.
No, listen. It's because I think, considering how our society has been, we have been very limited. Take hijab. Taraneh, you said it even. We have to get ready to get out of the house. We have to put either manto or hijab.
And then put some makeup on,
Yeah.
And then underneath is be ready to go somewhere to show our personality. So it's like a capped thing to explode. But then we go outside Iran, yet it's worse, I think.
Worse in the West, you mean? Like in the
Worse.
Iranian communities here? What?
Yeah.
How?
I feel like honestly, when somebody asks me, why do you have to dress up so much when you're going to your friend's house? Especially in Iran, it's because there is no club, there is no public parties, there is no concert, there is no event. That you can actually wear a dress. The only thing you can wear a dress for is for your husband.
Yeah, that's
by the
true.
law. So when there is actually a possibility and an opportunity for you to go out, you have this dress you always wanted to wear.
That's
So
true.
just
I
wear
actually,
it.
I never thought of it
Yeah,
that
they
way.
don't have anything to do.
What be chara? Shirin, like, come on, have a heart.
You are so cute, Taraneh.
Of course I am.
When you talk mature and like a proper grown-up and not just showing
Happens
up by
rarely.
your brands wearing. Yeah, I agree. And I think that, can I point this out?
Oh,
Is-
please do.
Oh, thank you. But why is it still the same for Iranian in diaspora?
You tell me why.
We're bringing our culture and our mentality over here. So what changes?
Because Persians here are literally the same, honey. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it's located on 25 Richmond Street, Ontario. Yeah. You walk in, there is korma sabzi smell.
Right. I mean, I was born and raised in the West.
That sabzi, don't you?
I actually don't, but it's
guys. You guys are so rude. How dare you?
We are.
Like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. I actually never thought of it that way. That's actually a really valid point. That's the only time that you can actually put in dress
and I
up.
think it's got to do with like how after the revolution things have been suppressed extremely in an extreme way that's held everyone back from expressing their personalities and everything like that, especially for women to show their character.
They literally tell you what you can wear and that's it.
Yeah. So there is nothing to do really, and there's nowhere to go. Lately, however, I know there are like these concerts or film festivals, but still people have to go with their outdoor clothes, which is hijab for women and like suit and everything for men. And it's no casual wearing. It's either like going like arusi wedding or like going in your gym clothes outside. Like I've been there, and I apparently it's still like that in Iran. Like you have to, like, you want to be cool, you wear gym clothes. You want to be dressed up,
but the thing is, for women, you can't even wear gym clothes. That's why I hated going to the gym in Iran, because after you're done all sweaty, you have to change to your scarf and your manto, and it's disgusting.
But you would still wear like a tracksuit and your sporty clothes. If we have the tippe sport, which is casual dress up, it's called a sport.
That's true. That's true, actually.
Sport. For instance, like when I post a picture of myself in casual clothing, people are like, "Che tipe sport behet miad?" How sports style suits you?
Meanwhile, you're wearing jeans and like a t-shirt.
Jeans and a t-shirt. And like normal boots. Yeah. So I think it's got to do with
I don't believe that, because just to look at before the revolution, look at the pictures that like from Persian ladies, or because since we're talking about Persian ladies, look at oh my god, like Gugush and all of them. Look at how they were dressed up, or look at like, okay, I'm sorry, don't kill me, no Gugush. Look at my family pictures from my grandmother. Relax.
Where's that?
My grandmother. Or like, I was just thinking, have you ever looked at traditional clothing for different cities, like Kurdish people, or like people from the north, or like Azeri people? There are so many layers of clothing, all different colors, all shiny. So I feel like this is embedded in our culture.
Yeah, I mean, the point about dressing up before the revolution, that was universal. Like, listen, if I had a time machine, I would zap myself back into the 50s. I would wear gloves and hats, and I think everybody just dressed up more back then. And that's why part of me hates this casual culture here in Canada. I'm like, man, like, I belong in Europe. I don't belong here.
Yeah.
On that note, I would like to include the lower and working class people. Because
what do you mean?
Neither before revolution nor after revolution, working class people cannot really, or do not, it's not part of lifestyle to extremely dress up and go to mehmuni. If families are hanging out with each other, if they sit for their friends, they are as simple as it comes. Even like wearing those hats and gloves and gugush, and even like and these, like, you're right, Taraneh, that different
like traditional
like Kurds,
clothing,
Baluch, Turks and all that, that was on their celebrations and events. I don't think that, because they didn't go places before, back in time.
Well, I guess my point of reference is North America. I mean, like, even the lower class people, the men would wear hats when they left, suits every time they left the house, but that's just not the case anymore. I think it was more universal that people dressed up more.
We are talking about today.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, listen, back to the point of Persians, going overboard with dressing up. I'm all for dressing up, but there's a time and a place. There are some places that do not need dressing up, like the gym, for example.
Oh
I mean, listen,
God.
I used to go to a gym that was like, pretty popular amongst the Persian. Listen, it was not a gym. It was a goddamn club. The girls would show up with a full face of makeup, hair done, designer gym clothes, and the guys basically the same, cologne themselves. And how
Maybe
do you
they're
work out?
respecting the rest of the people in the gym.
There's no host there. Did you see? I actually posted a story about
That's
that
funny you
yesterday.
did that. Yeah.
Because I was just working out and I was sweating and I was
Yeah.
just thinking, and I see this girl that always come to the gym with her hair open. I'm like, ew.
Right. How do you work out with your hair done? Like completely. Wait, was she Persian?
Yeah.
100%. It's usually the Persians, I swear to God.
Yeah.
So that's the one exception. I will say that Persians go overboard.
Yeah.
That is
Okay,
unnecessary.
but
again, like if that makes you feel good, by all means. But I don't think they're there to work out. I'm pretty sure they're there to pick up.
sometimes I have had friends that I'm like, okay, let's go to the gym. And when you work out, your skin pores open up, okay?
Right.
So it's so bad for you to have makeup in because makeup on, because whatever it's on your face, it goes inside.
Yeah.
And then like I've had friends that I would tell them, okay, let's go to the gym, and they're like, okay, no, give me a concealer. So I know that these girls actually don't have the confidence to leave the house anywhere
Maybe
without makeup.
that's-
Or like they're like, I don't want to put my hair up because I won't look good. You're there to take care. No, of course not. I'm not. You're not. You're not. You're there. You're there to take care of your physical body,
Right.
And you shouldn't care about what other people think about it.
My solution to the no makeup problem, because again, I'm pretty sensitive when I don't have makeup on. I put on a baseball cap, and it solves all my issues when I go to the gym.
I feel like, and I was asking my mom, I'm like, why do you think Persians dress up way too much? And my mom said that because they don't have anything else inside them to show, so they just show off their outsides.
I've heard this before.
Okay.
Go on,
Can
Shirin.
I
Yeah,
be-
what do you have to say?
She's dying because she
she's,
didn't talk for a
holding it in.
minute.
She's like, oh my God, no attention on me. Go on.
Nah, I understand. Like, I agree. But there's also something that I want to say, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, Taraneh.
Please, go ahead.
She can take it.
You're
Go
tough.
on.
You're
She's
tough, aren't
built
you?
for tough.
Come at me, Shirin. What's up?
I'm coming at you. Okay. Okay.
Just say it out with it.
You, without makeup, are already made up.
That's what you think?
No, that's not what I think. That's what I know. And listen,
Okay, Shirin, wait. If you
maybe the reason why some people feel with low self-esteem is because they can't make yourself look like you.
Of course they can. That's what I'm saying, honey. You think if you get a nose job and you get lip frills, you look like me? Hell no.
Okay, guys, I don't know where to go with this.
I don't know where to go
Back
with
to
this
the
either.
subject.
You think
Order
I'm
in the court.
No,
Order-
I'm Shirin, because you keep bringing this up.
Yeah.
If somebody is actually pretty, you can't call me done. Okay? Because if
No,
anybody,
you are
if you
pretty.
can,
I'm not saying
if you
you're
can
not
show me
pretty.
one person that actually got the things I've done and look like me, I'll shut the fuck up. But nobody
I'm
that's
not
done
saying
way more
that.
than me doesn't look like me. And
I'm not saying that. I'm sorry. There is a misunderstanding.
No, but
What I'm trying to say is
I'm just
that
saying that the girls, there are girls, I have friends, there are girls that
Yes.
won't leave the house without makeup.
that's true.
And trust
they
me,
shouldn't.
all my friends have their nose done and their lips done, and that's
I
all
agree.
I've done. All my friends have their
Yes,
lips done
that's
and nose done
wrong.
because we're Persian. We all get nose
That's-
jobs in Canada.
I mean, it's kind of a fact.
Don't you have a nose job?
Yeah.
Do I?
I asked for the natural one, though.
So
I
all
regret
these
it.
girls I'm talking about, as you said, without makeup are already done.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Those, yes. But when we
But
talk
a nose
about
job is
something,
not
I
gonna
think
make
about
you look done.
when we talk about a topic, I try to see everyone from everyone's
But I
point
think you
of
just
view.
have the misconcept, wrong concept of me that you think I'm done. I'm just pretty. You need to stop
You
that.
are pretty. I'm not saying
Because
that
last
you're
time you
not.
said that you killed yourself to look like this. No, I didn't. Thank you.
Okay, that was me spending half an hour powdering myself for this show.
Powdering myself. You don't even know makeup. Don't start
Taraneh,
that.
this is a beauty of this show. Let's just go to
We
the
can
next
get to an
point,
open
huh?
space. Yeah, we can talk, dish it all out. But anyway, wait. Does anyone have any closing remarks on this subject besides attacking each other?
I mean, what I want to just maybe just closing it is closing my part is that because fashion and styling comes from West, from Paris, from New York, London. It is a concept, like different styles is a Western concept. So gym style, small party style, disco style, wedding style, these are all Western concepts. And now in today's world, because in Iran people also have access to internet and like all the news around the world and globalization, we see in Iran that there are different styles for different events, but mostly, until it's balanced, mostly there isn't any style. There is either suits or PJs. So that's why we don't know. When we say go somewhere nice, we have just suits to wear. We have just the dress and like wedding hair and makeup to do. That's why. And I think it will be like balanced in long run. But right now, what we mostly see is that Persians love to go to weddings. That's it.
And
I'm
honestly,
one of those Persians.
I feel like the question was that do we have to dress up?
Yeah.
And there's no yes or no question. I mean, it's not a yes or no answer.
No.
I think if you want to dress up, you should. And I think we should just not judge each other.
That's a good
about
point.
that.
I mean, like dress however you feel most confident,
Yeah.
and just respect each other's dress code. But I want to know what the audience thinks. Do you guys think we go overboard?
too.
Do you
do
think
that.
we, as in Persians, go overboard with dressing up, or do you like it? Do you like the fact that we dress up and put in effort? So tell us what you think.
Yes, please do.
Especially with like I have European friends, like Italian ones. They all they don't go out in PJs like it. In Canada.
See, that's why I say I think I belong in Europe. Because
Yeah.
honestly, every time I go, everybody, like, nobody wears sweatpants. Nobody, like, if they wear jeans, it looks nice. Like, that's,
Yeah.
to me,
Jeans are
that's where I belong. I feel like my soul just connects with that lifestyle
I feel
better.
you,
So, yeah. I see you.
You're actually right. Like when I see TikTok videos of people in Canada, it surprises me that they're wearing
Yeah.
like slippers in the street.
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to judge. I don't want to be that person that says you should dress like this, but it doesn't go along with how I like to dress. And I always stand out. Like when I go out sometimes, they're like, "Oh, why are you so dressed up?" I was like, "Bitch, I want to dress up." Like,
Yeah,
leave
I
me
don't
alone.
think. I think it should be.
It should be your own choice. Yeah. So, okay.
And shall we do some comments from letters
Yes.
or stuff from
Yeah,
our
listen, we have
audience?
gotten a lot of feedback, a lot of letters, and thank you guys for writing to us. So we're going to get to
Yes.
some of those. So let's get right in there.
Before we get right
who's
in
start?
there, I want to just say that we have our disagreements. We agree to disagree sometimes. We have our differences. But at the end of the day, Taraneh, Kyan, me, we approve some things that we do. We don't approve the other things, but it's a free world and we live our lives the way we want.
Well said.
So there's no hard feeling to that. Let's start with Taraneh. June, go on.
I start? Okay. So first of all, I know the show's called Unmarried Persian Girls. I really do appreciate the boys that listen to us. Obviously,
Yes.
they definitely look at us too. So, a gentleman called Behnam, Behnam _
Hi, Behnam.
said that us boys have preferences, you know? If you want to just base your relationship on having no accent and knowing our cultural knowledge at the same time, it actually contradicts your preference, which he's right. Make up your mind, otherwise you will enjoy the rest of your time with a mama's boy. Our preference is that the girl we want to spend rest of our lives with by our I mean mature men should not be shallow.
Oh,
Okay.
that's in reference to what you were saying about accents, that you don't like the Persian accent.
Yeah,
You couldn't date
about
a guy
our
with
UPG moment. Behnam June, thank you for the time that you put in writing this. I would like to answer that it's not good to speak from everybody when you say we. Some men love shallow girls.
Actually, most men do. I mean,
And other than that, he said, by us, by our, I mean mature men. I think mature men would not judge shallow women.
and we'll just leave that there.
Drop the mic.
All right. Well, I picked up a letter from episode 3. It was the subject was, can a westernized Persian date a fresh immigrant from Iran? Dina D. June wrote to us saying, regarding what Taraneh said about being able to laugh with your partner, I've been dating a Middle Eastern non-Iranian guy for 2 years, and we both speak a third language, broken English, and it works very well. We communicate very well and laugh a lot. It actually works much better than the relationships I had with Iranian guys when we both spoke Farsi. You remember when you were talking
That's
about
very
how you
interesting.
prefer communicating and being with a guy that understands the language
Farsi.
and stuff. That's beautiful. The fact that she's,
And it's all like obviously Persians don't immigrate out of Iran and just find each other. There's so many of them that actually connect with other cultures.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just my preference.
This works for Dina D.
Good for you, Dina D.
Yeah, good for you.
Good
I
for
don't know
you,
why I
Dina
did that. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, just cut that part out. All right, cheating.
My pick of this episode is from Sepide on our third episode, which about the same westernized, whatever, Iranians and FOBs. She says, girls, the show is so fun. This uncensored conversation about girls' experiences and negative parts of Iranian culture that affects our life is amazing. I don't like to have relationship with fresh Iranians for the same reasons you mentioned. Although I left Iran hating all these negativities, I was also still carrying some of it unconsciously. It takes time and effort. It takes time and effort to get rid of the cliches and nonsense expectations from our society.
Yeah.
Iranian men see themselves superior and in power, assuming girls as their property. I think part of this problem is on us too. Iranian women in general like to be housewife, naive, dependents, etc. Feminism in Iran has a different meaning. They translate it as being against men and don't even know the definition. And this is Shirin saying, I cannot agree with you more. Sepide, thank you for writing this. This is what I was trying to say. That's why people want to insult me and call me feminist. Feminism is not about hating men. Feminism is about patriarchy. Thank you.
Well said. That was a good letter. Thank you, Sippy the June.
Yeah.
And on that note, guys, the show has come to a close. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Tell us what you think, please.
Yes.
And
thank you for being with us.
Thanks for joining us.
Until
And
next
I really
Friday.
appreciate if more guys would tell us what you think about this, because
That's
usually
true.
you never hear these conversations between girls. Now you have a chance to do that.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You get
Thank
inside
you.
information now. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao. Khudafiz.